Hey everyone, the Motivational Professor here. Let's see what's going on with crude oil. Now, if we drop down to the 5-minute chart, we can see that we had some heavy movements during the London session. So we can see right here at 5 o'clock in the morning, we introduced a whole bunch of buyers right in this area. Okay, we came all the way down here to this floor, and then price took up. We came back down, and then now we're kind of in this small consolidation pattern somewhat on this 5-minute chart. If we look at this from the 1 hour, look at this amazing spike right here, right up to the 50-day moving average, and it took the liquidity of this candle. Now, we are sitting in this spot right now, and if we go to the day candle real quick, we can see here how we are kind of in a doji formation right now as of this morning. And if we drop to the 8-hour, again, we can begin to see right here. And even if I throw a Fibonacci level, let's throw a fib level from this low to this high, we can see that we perfectly came down to this 78.6. So we are seeing some rejection happening here. So oil might whipsaw today a little bit. So let's go back down to the 1 hour. Okay. Depending on when you see, this video, these are going to have to be the key levels that you look at. And the Fibonacci levels are going to show us that right here. I think we're going to come back up to this 74.60-ish area. And then what we need to do is wait to see if we do come up here, if price is going to close, okay, up above this area. So if we do close, and I'll kind of make a candle here, and let's make this green. If we do close above, okay, if we do close above, then what we want to do is wait to see if price is going to come back down and then come back up and hit us in the next area up here, okay? That's one scenario right there. So you can always, depending on your position, you can always drop a buy stop order right in here in case it does take off. I would say to be safe, do a buy stop order at 74.88 to go up about 30 points. Okay, so I do a buy stop order right in there. Now, if you want to go with a sell position, this is where I would look to maybe sell this back down towards our daily low right in here. So we are seeing this rejection in here. So if you want to take a small position, then somewhere up in here, if we continue to get this rejection, again, we can drop all the way down to the 5-minute chart, and we can see here that we are not all the way up there yet. But if we look at the pattern, okay, if we look at the pattern, then we can begin to see how, right now price is coming back down. So if price does come back down to retest this area, okay, and we get a bullish candle, kind of like we did here, that rejects it and takes off here in this scenario, then you could possibly take this right back up to here, okay? And of course, the latter of the two would be is if we get a candle to close down in this area, and I'll make this candle red, then what you're going to wait to see is if price is going to reject, come back up, and then at that point, we should be heading down more towards $73 a barrel. So these are kind of the scenarios in play, depending on what's going to happen and depending on which side of the buy or sell you're choosing to do this morning. And again, we are sitting at a buy stop at about 74.87 or 88 in case price does break above this key zone of 74.62. And again, I'll kind of leave you with the 1 hour image, which will be a little bit easier to see right in here. Okay, actually, let's drop down to the 15-minute. Might be a little bit easier. Yeah. So here we are on the 15-minute. Let's make this a little bit bigger so you can kind of see what price is doing right now. We are going to hit this 50-day moving average again, about 74.56. So this might be a good spot to take a sell with a very short, tight stop loss to see if you can bring it back on down here in this particular pricing range. Again, so here, let me whip this out a little bit. This might be, this 50-day moving average right here might be a good opportunity to take a sell with a tight stop loss. Okay, so that's what I would do here up in this area, kind of a sell with a tight stop loss. If we get back up towards that 74.61 area, which will also crash perfectly right into that 50-day moving average.